23 News Update at 10.
Illinois' best snow sculptors head to the Forest City to compete for a spot in the national competition in 2025, and roughly 100 spectators came to watch the final snowdown on Saturday. Bringing a whole new meaning to Best in Show, artists from around the state competed in the Illinois Snow Sculpting Competition to prove who's best in snow. 23 News anchor Mike Garrigan emceed Saturday's festivities when the winners were announced. Rockford Lutheran earned first in the high school division with their creation Snow Clowning Around. And taking the top prize for the adult division was a team called Cave People from Space with their sculpture Carmadillo. One team member says it was difficult to make given this week's warmer weather, but is grateful to create something eye-catching for the community.
I'm from Rockford, and I can look back to pictures of myself here in the park walking through with my family. And I was just looking, I was 2 years old walking, looking at the international sculptures, and now we're here placing and getting to go to nationals.
I just love the competition, you know, like competing against fellow artists and people that think like me. Like, it's really fun being around those type of creative mindsets. And I just enjoy the challenge of it.
Our ideas just come through puns. Saw a roadkill armadillo and just played with the words, and you know, had a bunch of different drafts of it. This was the one we went with, and it was a blast to do.
The Windy City Snowmen and the Band of Misfit Boys, which finished first and second place respectively at the 2023 Illinois Snow Sculpting Competition, will represent the state at this year's National Snow Sculpting Competition starting February 1st in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.